Hello everyone and welcome again to another Dimension X digital toy review. And it is 2:30 in the morning my time. So it has been a long day. I had a long night at work. But I came home, had some dinner, got some rest, changed, and I picked this up earlier today, and instead of going to bed and getting some much needed rest, I want to open this up and talk about it. So let's jump right on it. This is the SH Figuarts Masked Rider 2 and Cyclone Cycle. It includes the figure and the motorcycle. He comes with some extra hands and a couple pretty sharp looking scarves or neckerchiefs. Fashionable guy. And I don't know if he comes with a stand or not. I'm hoping he does, but we'll see. I picked this up from a local shop today, and I've really been wanting to. It's been there for a couple weeks now, and I told myself I want to get that, and I want to talk about it on the show here, and really take a look at it. I've never owned a SH Figuarts. I own the Monster Art stuff, like the Godzilla figures. I've never had one of their Figuarts. I've never seen, or well, actually, no, that's not true. I had a green, a yellow, a pink, and a white Power Ranger figure. I had those, but God, that was so long ago. So I wanted to get this and really take a look at them, and I love the Monster Art stuff that they do. So I really want to get my hands on one of these. This is the only Kamen Rider figure that I have. This is a Bandai 1995. This is from the Masked Rider version, which I believe was adapted from, what is it, Kamen Rider Black, the RX, which I think is like the second version of Black or something. I'm not too sure. This is the only one I got. He's got some real nice tight joints. He's in great shape. As you can see, this is from '95, and so for fun, we'll stick these guys together next to each other and really see what the difference in quality is. I'm sure it won't be much. All right, so let's take a look at the packaging here. I'm a little mixed on the packaging because one, I like the sharp artwork here of the actual. Let's just say Masked Rider. I might switch back and forth. Common means mask, so Masked Rider. Let's not get too technical on this show, but I like this sharp little graphic here. Kind of shows off, the actual, what it's supposed to look like. But then, this one of my guys just fell. But the stuff itself, in the like the motorcycle, you can't see half of it, and then the figures behind this giant text, so it's really hard to really see them. The most visible thing in the box is one of the scarves and the hands. So I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see, nothing really on the sides. On the back, you get a nice look though. So you get their whole spiel. Let's see. Oh, it's movable. That's good. Most toys should be. Molding. If there's ever been a selling point for a toy, molding has got to be on the top. And the Cyclone, that's the Cyclone Cycle. I believe it's called that because he's powered by wind. Kamen Rider, at least the first couple versions were powered by wind. I'm not too familiar with it after that. Let's open it up. Enough talking about boxes, especially ones that half of it's in Japanese. I can't read it, so let me fix that figure that fell. Here we go. All right, let's get this open. This is put in, so let's just. All right, there we go. Now we got a better view of him. So he's got this. He has a shell over the front or the top. So here, so let's just get this off. There we go. Nothing hiding in the top. No. All right. So I guess there we go. Now you get a good look at everything. Alright, so here's the figure itself. It looks like he has two different versions of the scarf. Like one probably is a little more like for when he's supposed to be moving or Actually, I don't know. We'll see how they fit. He's got a bunch of different hands. Looks like he's got like some flying or whatever kind of action-y pose karate chop hands. He's got some open or some clenched open fists, probably to hold on to the bike, because it looks like the ones that are on him are actually fully closed. A couple more karate chop hands and some open or kind of like gripped hands. And it looks like it does come with some kind of stand, so that's cool. It's always a bonus. On the back of the box, it shows him popping a wheelie. Hold on, let's see. There it is. Yeah, it shows this. I was kind of hoping it would come with one of the stands, but I have a feeling you got to shell out, unless it's hiding under the bike or something. We'll see. Alright, so here's the stand pieces. Let's take a look. It looks like you probably parked the tire in this one to hold it stable. This, I don't know. We might have to fiddle with them a little bit. We'll figure them out. Alright, so let's get the figure out. Whoa. Oh my god. I guess everything's coming out. Alright. So here... Whoa, crap. There. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's take a look at the Masked Rider himself. He looks pretty good. He's got, his eyes are actually clear with some texturing underneath. The antennas are pretty they're pretty stiff, so I'd be careful with him. And of course, you know, with Figuarts, I mean, oops, let's get back in focus. There we go. With Figuarts, you're getting a lot of posability. He looks to be, I don't know if he's as posable as Power Ranger figures. Oh yeah, yeah, he's like man, he can move around a lot. And I really like the texturing and the paint on him. It's not super shiny. It looks kind of leathery, especially his armor here, which in the show I think I mean, well, he's a cyborg, so yeah, duh, there's synthetic muscle, but I think this is actually like a power, almost like a power suit or something like that. It's got articulation in his toes, even his ankles. Let's see, he's got double jointed knees. He's got some nice ball joints on his thighs there. Torso, yeah, he can get down if you wanted to. Let's stick on a neckerchief piece here and see how those look. Let's see if I can break this figure the first time I do anything with it. Sure, let's see. Oh yeah, I think this one's supposed to be kind of blowing in the wind. Let's do this one. Please don't break. That would suck. Oh man. Yeah, that's kind of tough. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this and get it on, so you don't have to sit here and watch me struggle. Be right back. And we're back. That was not easy. I actually put both on. I put this one on first. It went on not as difficult. This one was a pain in the freaking butt, dude. And I actually think I damaged a tiny... Let's see if I can get a shot of it. Because you really have to... Come on, focus. That might be as good as it's gonna get. Right there at the kind of at the bottom of the knot, I put like a tiny bit of strain on it. Well, not a tiny bit, it was a lot just to get it on. And I think I damaged it a little bit, but oh well. I don't think it's gonna get any worse because I'll probably just never take it off. It looks good on him though, I guess. I don't know why it has to be so damn hard to get on, but it definitely adds a little bit of flair to him. He looks cool. Let's take a look at the bike. So let's set him, and he should have no problem standing. Figuart figures are usually very good at standing up, not toppling over, as long as her feet aren't too wonky. Alright, so it'll be cool. Let's take a look at the bike here. This is the actual Cyclone Cycle. So this looks really cool. It's got the logo there on the back. Focus in. There we go. The profile's real nice. I like this bike a lot because it's just really clean looking, like real sharp. Like, just kind of looks like a nice one. It's probably an old Honda. I've never done any research into what kind of bikes the Kamen Riders use. There's a lot of nice detail on it though. Like you can see the chain on there. It doesn't move or anything, but it looks good. It doesn't just look cheap. It's actually a different tone and has a bit of sheen to it. Let's see. Got a lot of exhaust pipes here. I doubt this. I doubt this bike had that much power, but yeah. Then let's see. The top set here looks really good. I guess he's always going to be going 0 miles an hour with 0 RPMs. Gas tank, seat. I like the red kind of hiding under the bike, like the normal bike, and then the headlights here with the logo as well. And it moves good. It feels solid. Let's see. I guess you can see this is a kickstart bike. That's pretty cool. I have a motorcycle myself, and it's always fun to see, just look at bikes. They're great. Can't wait to get my kid his first one. But yeah, I mean, he looks pretty sharp though. That looks cool. I mean, just right there, boom. Here, let's get this box out of the way. He's less ugly, but he looks really great. He definitely looks heroic. The scale is awesome. Here, let's set him up next to the 95. Let's move the bike out. Yeah, I'd say there's a little bit of a difference in quality there, right? Who could tell? You could swap this out. Well, the way people return Marvel Legends of Walmart with different figures, and yeah, hey, I decided I didn't want to keep this figure. Here you go. He's still in there. But hey, I mean, come on, for 1995, and he's pretty posable too. It's not too bad. It's not the worst figure. Definitely playable, especially for a younger kid. But gotta say, I'm pretty happy with my upgrade here. I'm gonna pause the video again. I'm gonna switch out his hands, and we'll put him on the bike and see how he looks. All right, and we're back. Yeah, that was only slightly harder than getting this stupid thing on. Actually, his left hand went on pretty easy. Right one fought me a bit. It's almost like the sockets aren't quite the right size or something. I don't know. Maybe we're supposed to use a hair dryer, but I mean, come on, man. Why do you gotta make it so hard? My God, like I was worried I was gonna break his arms or something. The joint keeps swiveling back and forth while you're trying to put the hand on, and it's like fighting you, going back and forth. And you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to snap this thing. So, all right, let's get him on the bike. So let's get him somewhat posed up, make our lives easier. There we go. All right. Now let's do this without snapping handlebars or breaking his arms off or something, or his antenna. I'll tell you, man, you worry about these things. They're not the cheapest toys in the world, and you really don't want to break it the first time you're using it or do anything with it. Okay, cool. All right, let's get his feet on there. And then I guess you can put the kickstand up. Let's try out that stand. There you go. Oh, there's actually some suspension on the bike too. That's kind of cool. Let's focus up, and then see, it's got some bounce. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, there you go. So there he is on the bike. He looks great on it. It's perfectly proportional. There. Perfectly scale. And have his scarf flying in the wind there. Yeah, I mean, he's so posable. I mean, you could put him in a very dynamic pose, do whatever you want with him. He's gonna look awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's why I bought this figure. After the terrifying ordeal of putting a couple parts on him, once you get him all set up, he looks really good. Cool. All right, I wonder what that stand is for. That other little piece. I wonder if it's to prop it up or something. What could this be? Hmm. It looks like it's got like a socket or something for something or other. I just don't know what for the life of me it could be. I don't know. I guess I'll just set it aside for now and come back to it another time. But yeah, so yeah, this is the SH Figuarts Masked Rider 2 with the Cyclone Cycle. It looks awesome. I'm gonna have a lot of fun posing this guy around. It's gonna look great on my shelf, and it's nice to have another motorcycle themed figure. I really need to track down another Akira Kaneda bike and another Kaneda figure. I unfortunately sold mine off years ago when I was kind of thinning out my collection, and I regret it. It felt right at the time, but I think I need to track down another one. But yeah, I mean, what a cool. I wish I had his bike, but how cool is it to see the progression? I mean, that figures have really come in the last well the last 20 years, 20 plus years, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, really happy with this. Um, you know, it is a very delicate feeling figure, so you know, be careful with him. He does have some parts that you could very easily break off, whether you're being gentle or not. Or what, it doesn't matter if you're being gentle. He does definitely feel fragile, at least to a certain extent. I did damage a little bit here. These things are very stiff. Everything on here, I mean, it feels like it's definitely much more of a model than anything you would ever really mess around with too much. Definitely don't give it to a kid. My God, if you got a kid, track one of these guys down. But yeah, if you just want them to sit on your shelf and look awesome, you can't go wrong. Definitely one of the better Kamen Rider figures that I've seen. But yeah, it's just a nice classic Showa era. Because when did the second Rider come on? It was like, if I recall something, I think I read something about how the first actor, who was also a stuntman, he broke his legs, or both of his legs, I think, and so they had to phase him out and bring in another guy, and then eventually the two of them would team up. But they brought in. They kind of did a little bit of a redesign. I think he has, like, his helmet was green originally. But yeah, we didn't really get a really good close. No, we got a close up look. Let's look at him again. I really like his mouthpiece there, and just the paintwork is super sharp. Like, there's no bleeding edges anywhere. All the colors are really sharp. Really nice lines. I love the finish on the paint too. It has a very good it's not cheap looking, it's not plasticky. Like he's giving off light all over the place. Like, he just, he looks like he's got some texture to him, like some actual depth. And yeah, so awesome figure. Just be very careful with it, that's all I'll say. So anyways, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a ton of stuff on the set for our new video intro, the animation I'm doing. I'll take a bunch of pictures. Maybe I'll shoot some video and post that too. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of work done. I've got to really start cramming if I'm going to make it to the end of the month. And I finally came up with a format for the review show that I think is going to be a lot of fun and give us a lot of creative freedom and stuff. So I can't wait to really get started on it and and really dive right in, because I think it's going to be really cool. And just the whole point is to have a good time. I don't want to get too serious or too anything like that. Like, I just want this to be about what I love. And right now, I know we're focusing on figures, but trust me, we're going to be doing a lot of movie reviews. I'm like a movie fanatic. I just love film. I love learning about it. I love watching it. I love just talking about it. So I mean, there's so much more coming, and it's gonna be so much fun. So anyways, I gotta get some sleep. Again, awesome figure. I cannot wait to display it and just admire it every day. So anyways, until next time, thanks again, guys.